Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. As promised, we're gonna have our first sewing tutorial together. Yeah, we're making a tote bag. So let's go. But first, screenshot this so you can get your supplies ready. Okay, now I wanna have full transparency with you guys. I started this tutorial way more in depth, way more precise, but I was using a completely different fabric. I was using a linen, and pretty much when I was almost done ready to sew, I realized I did not have enough fabric to make the straps as long as I would like. So I had to improvise. I ended up using a industrial heavy knit material, heavy mesh that I get from my job. I work in graphic printing, if you don't know, and we use huge, big fabrics. And a lot of times stuff could go to waste, but we take it home to try to minimize that, okay? Hashtag sustainability. I will put the exact dimensions of what you need to cut out down in the description box below, okay? So I actually have way too many rectangle tote bags. I ended up rounding out the bottom of my bag just so I can have a little bit of versatility. If you want to do that, feel free to. If not, you can leave it just a rectangle. That's perfectly fine. After revising the bottom of my bag, I pinned my straps right sides together, and I stitched a straight stitch on one of the short sides and one of the long sides, then flipped it inside out and ironed it so it's nice and crisp and flat, okay? I recommend it. After you flip your straps inside out and iron them, go ahead and sew your bags together. If you did a rectangle, just sew 2 seams on the side. If you did a rounded bag like me, you can do 2 seams and stop kind of at that middle point, or you can just sew all the way through and do 1 seam like I did. And yes, I ironed my seam again. With this bag, it's not really necessary, but it's such a habit of mine, and it's actually a great habit to get into, especially if you want to be making garments in the future, so go ahead and do that. Here I decided to do a double folded hem for the top of my bag because I wanted it a little bit shorter, and then I did a straight stitch all the way along the hem. Just like that. Then I measured where I wanted my straps to lay from both sides of the seams to make sure they were even, as perfect as possible. And then I sewed those onto my bag. And voila! And this is how my tote bag turned out. If you like it, please like this video. And if you decide to make your own, please let me know. That would make me so happy, and I'm so excited to see how your project turned out. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more sewing tutorials. A bientôt!